Hello, my name is Ernesto, and this is, or behind me or on my screen, is my cover for Machine Marketing. The podcast I came up with. I guess you could call it the Machine Marketing Podcast, but I'm going to call it Machine Marketing, and its inaugural episode, Selling Speculation, which is just an episode that I go over the question, is it ethical to sell speculation? And by that I just mean there are a lot of hype cycles that have occurred, particularly in tech. I focus on tech, but in general, there have been hype cycles in recent history, one being the dot-com bubble. That's another name for them, the bubble. And cryptocurrency bubble, I hesitate to call it bubble because some people will say, no, it's not a bubble. Bitcoin will still hit 100,000 by the end of the year. I will call it a rush. There was definitely a rush to push the idea of cryptocurrency and NFTs and Web3 from like 2020 to 2022. So I go over those two and then kind of contrast it with today's AI market that seems to be pushing a lot of hype that was similar to those two cycles. Not saying that AI is just like completely fake and there's nothing there, but there's a lot of similarities that I go over between those two hype cycles, and I kind of broach the question, how far do we take things before it becomes unethical? How much hype is too much hype? How much is it like, okay, now we're getting into the almost false advertising realm? And spoiler alert, my personal take is that it isn't ethical to sell pure speculation as if it was 100% truth or 100% solid information, but that's pretty basic. So yeah, if you're someone that feels like there is just a lot of moving parts in marketing right now, in digital marketing, and there's a lot of, it's just fast paced and no one ever seems to really slow down or have a conversation or leave things open for interpretation, well then this is the episode. You sit down and listen to me have a conversation with myself about this, and I kind of introduce things in a way that I feel like pushes back against the very fast speed or fast nature of things. So yeah, if that sounds like your cup of tea, I will leave a link to it and feel free to listen to it. So yeah, thanks for watching this, and hopefully thanks for listening to the podcast. Yeah.